Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, 4 people killed in road crashes on Monday, including 3 in St. Anne. 3 people died within a 7-hour span on Monday in separate motor vehicle crashes in St. Anne, including 2 along the Fitzpen Main Road, a police report has revealed. 2 of the victims were motorcyclists. They were among 4 people who died on the roadways yesterday. The 4th victim, a 61-year-old motorcyclist, was killed in a crash along the Withorn Main Road in Westmoreland. A total of 131 people have died in 117 fatal crashes recorded between January 1 and Monday, according to the latest statistics published by the Island Traffic Authority. Road deaths are down 11%, while fatal crashes have dipped by 9% when compared with the corresponding period last year, the data shows. A 21-year-old motorcyclist was killed in the first St. Anne crash, which occurred along the Fitzpen Main Road about 10:50 a.m. The motorcycle had no registration plate affixed. Excessive speeding, failing to keep to the near side or proper traffic lane, and losing control were listed in the police report as the possible causes of the crash. Nearly 2 hours later, a second motorcyclist was killed in a collision along the Beechamville Main Road. The police say apparent error of judgment or negligence, pedestrian error, and losing control were the possible main causes of the crash. The 3rd St. Anne Road death, the 2nd along the Fitzpen Main Road, resulted in the death of a 66-year-old man who was a passenger in a commercial vehicle, the police report revealed. The possible main causes of the collision were listed as apparent error of judgment or negligence, mechanical defects, or failure of brakes, and losing control. Jamaican women to be deported from Bahamas after pleading guilty to prostitution charges. 2 Jamaican women are to be deported from the Bahamas after they pleaded guilty and were charged US $500 each on prostitution charges. The women, Michaela Selena Jacas, 28, and Tushima Tanali Stair, 31, appeared in the Freeport Magistrates Court after they were arrested on April 30 at separate locations in Freeport by immigration officers. They appeared before Magistrate Lakwe Leng, apologizing to the court for bringing shame to themselves, their country, and the Bahamas, and pleading for leniency. But Magistrate Leng reminded them their actions were dangerous and unacceptable before handing down the fines. If unpaid, they face 6 months in prison. The women were also informed that when the fines are paid or sentences served, they will be turned over to immigration officials for deportation. Georgia orders policewoman's arrest at a Clarendon Parish Court. A policewoman was ordered arrested at the Clarendon Parish Court in Mipen on Monday after allegedly missing several court dates on a case she was responsible for. The news understands that the woman, a constable at the Mipen police station, was ordered arrested by the resident magistrate when she turned up at the courthouse. It is reported that the policewoman, an investigating officer in a matter before the court, was charged by the court for non-appearance. Investigating officers can be bound over by judges to appear for cases they are overseeing in order to give evidence. It is further understood that the police personnel at the station are up in arms over the arrest of their colleague. They are contending that the court did not attempt to get in touch with the policewoman and did not issue a warrant for her arrest. The constable was granted $80,000 bail. The news was reliably informed. Cops find a firearm during search for wanted men. An illegal firearm and 6 rounds of ammunition were seized on Ramsey Road, Kingston 13 on Monday. According to the police, the contraband was found during an operation in continued pursuit of members of the Stinger Gang, namely Chadane Nico Hines, Kemar Parry Fraser, and Malika Mattis, otherwise called Baby Boy. The police said these men, who have been listed as persons of interest are all suspects in a murder case. Reports indicated that between 11 a.m. and 12:20 p.m., detectives carried out snap raids searching for the men. They were not seen. However, during a search of a premises on Ramsey Road, a black Canic 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 6 rounds was found. The weapon was found concealed beneath a damaged section of the perimeter fence. No arrest was made in connection with the seizure, the police said. The suspects are again asked to turn themselves in to the police by 6 p.m. tomorrow. Court to hear application for acceptance of certain images in Deane case. A former senior investigator from the Independent Commission of Investigations is expected to continue her testimony in the Deane case on Tuesday. The former senior investigator, who is the Crown's 15th witness in the case against the 3 cops charged with the incident in which Deane was fatally beaten while in police custody, started her testimony in the Westmoreland Circuit Court on Monday. She told the court that an alleged case of assault came in before Indicom on August 3, 2014. She said she initiated an investigation that entailed interviews with the police, civilians, witnesses, and visits to the location of the offense at the Barnett Street police station. Among those interviewed or statements collected are Deane's mother, Marcia Fraser, 2 men who were in cell number 4 with Deane at the time of the incident, and a cautioned interview with 3 of the accused cops who were later arrested and charged by the senior Indicom investigator. The 3 accused cops are Corporal Elaine Stewart, District Constables Marlon Grant, and Juliana Cleavon, who are all charged with manslaughter and misconduct in a public office. The allegations in the case are that Deane was arrested for possession of a ganja spliff and placed in custody, where he was brutally beaten on August 3, 2014. He sustained severe injuries to his brain, which left him in a coma. He died 3 days later at Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James. It is alleged that the 3 cops were on duty at the police station when Deane was beaten. It is further alleged that Stewart, who has an additional charge of perverting the course of justice, instructed that the cell in which the attack took place be cleaned before the arrival of investigators from the Independent Commission of Investigations. Meanwhile, the Crown is also expected to make an application for the acceptance of certain images. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.